lot of people want to know, what is this electro-medicine, and explain what that is and how it works.
Well, in basics and in our terms, we are all energy. We are all electric. There's a book called The Body Electric, years ago published, documenting the fact that we're more electric than we are chemistry. Mm-hmm. We're familiar with our skin and our tissues and our bones, and we can see and feel these things, but in the laws of physics, all matter is preceded by energy. We were energy before we got our bodies. We'll be energy after our bodies go. While we're here, we're dominated, controlled, all electronic functions of the body, from the brain and neurotransmission control of all functions of the body, can happen up to 10 times the speed of light. That's how fast electrons can move through the body. But over time, we get energy deficient. We burn it up. We use it up. We stay too late. We get too many toxins in our life. We have stress in our life. All of us are real sensitive to the fact that the older we get, the more things we do or get away with doing, the less energy we wind up having. Most people say it, I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Absolutely.
But the tired comes before sick. Mm-hmm. If you get tired often enough, long enough, you just get sick. And the answer is, of course, where can I get more energy? And infrared and noble gas harmonics, electronic energy transfer to the body, which Ed Skilling was the master of worldwide, it literally, the result is, the contraction cycle of the blood generates more storage of ATP, which is energy. It oxygenates the cells and tissues of the body. It promotes more oxygenation, ozone to the blood, better absorption of moisture. A lot of people get dehydrated, and the doctors tell you, you're dehydrated, you need to drink more water. They drink more, and they drink a lot, and they still are dehydrated. They get alkaline water, and they drink it, and they're still dehydrated. And the reason why is you can't maintain oxygen in the blood when there's infection eating up all your minerals. The average person has between 20 and 40 low-grade, non-presenting infections in their body at all times. Because you're not coughing up something green, or you don't have a headache or a fever, you don't know you have these infections. Anyone with cancer has between 40 and 200 infections in their body. Well, the normal medical doctors who are only treating it, not trying to get rid of it or finding out the causes of it, aren't that familiar with this. But anytime you stand in at the presence of targeted energy infrared, and the Photon Genius is the first power tool to do it, it disinfects your blood. It kills pathogens in the blood. It inhibits them from multiplying and mutating and transferring to other parts of the body. So when you're in this noble gas harmonics, high-intensity energy that transfers to the body in harmony with the resistance or impedance of the body just absorbs this. So you basically bring yourself back into harmonic or energy balance by standing in this presence of this thing that just is 6 feet tall, 205 degrees around you. You stand or sit in it. And the targeted infrared, you can target any part of your body that the doctors have told you got a problem. You got this bump, you got this lump, you got this problem, you got this tumor. Well, you can target with this targeted machine and just hammer it. It makes everything where there's infection inflame and brings the blood to the surface of the body, and then when you get out of it, it calms back down, and it really does a number on your immune system and makes your immune system more active and stronger.
Again, I want to tell everybody that I did try it. What I liked about it, too, is that you can be standing in it, and if you get a little too warm or whatever, you walk right out. You just walk away from it for a little bit and then come right back. So how many times, how many treatments does somebody have to have before they start to see some results? I know for me what I felt right away something different in where it was hurting.
Well, the reason you feel different is it makes you different. Mm-hmm. The question is, how long have you spent making yourself the way you are now? Well, however old you are, how much stuff you've gotten away with, how much stuff that you have hanging on your body, how much stuff you've got in between your muscles where you can't see them anymore. Well, you need to burn or sweat all that off. So it's just like going to the gym. You know, you go and you say, I want to start working out. Well, they'll start you off slow, whatever you can handle. The beauty of this, and a very good point you made, Carol, is when you're using this, you have total control of how much, how long, where, how often. You can rotate, you can focus, you can target, you control for the very first time in infrared history. The individual has complete control of the micron size of the infrared waves. You can go from near to far infrared and back and up and down the whole scale in one session. It's never been possible before. It's just an amazing instrument. It's a powerful machine, as you found out.
Absolutely. Now, let me give out the phone number for them to call. It's toll-free. It's 877-777-4788. You really should check them out on their website. They have several locations that you can go to. Ed Skilling, SKILLING.com from the Ed Skilling Institute.
Well, we are all electrons. We are all energy. We are all a combination of balanced harmonic energy in every cell and every tissue. The only problem is the only energy we've ever had access to is from the sun, and a big percent of that is infrared, but you don't stay out in it long because of the ultraviolet rays, so you miss the benefits of it. And this is the most transmission of harmonic balanced energy like your cells have in them ever generated by any machine in history. So it's major breakthrough technology. Green Living magazine did an editorial on the Skilling Institute and the Photon Genius in June and July, and Upscale magazine, which goes to all the Fortune 500 companies, it's the Success People's magazine. It goes to all the wealthy people in this country and other countries. They are doing an editorial on the Skilling Institute and the Photon Genius in July and August. So it is big news. You're one of the first to let your listeners know about it.
They have several locations. Their phone number is area code 877-777-4788. I think the best thing that everybody should do is really check it out, write it down their website, because once you see this thing, you can't believe it. When I walked in the room, I was I was taken by it. I was like, wow, I can't even believe that this is what it is. I almost thought that it was something else when I first walked in, and it was so wonderful to be able to go inside of it, be able to walk out when I did get a little bit that I could actually target it to where I wanted it to be, leave when I wanted to leave, come back when I wanted to, and actually felt something right after I got out of it. Again, their number, go on the website. I'm sorry, I want to get that out. It is Ed Skilling, SKILLING.com. And again, that number is area code 877-777-4788. Go ahead.
One of the points that you made there, Carol, is that, all of us have something going on. And, we don't know who to go to and who to talk to or whatever. And literally, to get the benefits that this instrument generates for the human organism, for the human body, you'd have to go see 5 or 6 different practitioners and do different treatments and different protocols to accomplish the same thing that you can get just standing in one machine 30 or 40 minutes at a time. It is amazing. Everybody says the same thing. I saw the pictures, but boy, seeing it in person, it just takes your breath away.
It really does.
Like a space-age machine, which is what it is.
As well as I just wanted to get out, too, that if you've ever been in the position where you have just at your last straw, you have no idea where else to turn, this is where you should turn, because it's something that is, it's the newest technology, so it is something that if you've never tried it, go on the website and check it out, and whether or not you're in pain or if you want to detoxify your skin or just generally better health, again, their number is area code 877-777-4788, and the website is edskilling.com. What are your final words?
Hey, listen, the other thing that people need to realize, this is not just some product from some company. The Skilling Institute's been number one in the world for 52 years. Our lead medical doctor, Dr. Hale Aldrin, MD, MDH, NMD, is the most advanced cancer doctor in this part of the world. He's who I was referred to 5 years ago when my doctors wouldn't treat me because my cancer was too bad. I had bladder, prostate, urethra, skin cancer, inoperable, stage 4, 6 months to live. This is 5 years later. The only thing, I spent over $1 million in 4.5 years going around the world trying things, and the Photon Genius is the only thing that put the brakes on. So this is a serious deal for serious problems.
I got to tell you, those were great final last words. The number to call them is area code 877-777-4788. Check them out on the website. It is edskilling.com.